Please don't judge me, but leave me stuck in that judgment. Hear me out. That's all I really want in a friend. To teach me, but not scorn me. Use torches to rally against me, but also light my candles for me. Love me, but do not cuddle me. To humanize me when I dehumanize me. To merely exist and understand that sometimes that's all I can do too. That's all I want in a friend. An understanding of the human equilibrium, one that withstands dualities and humanizes how our separate similarities are what create the sisterhoods, the brotherhoods, the kingdomhoods. My hood can be quite empty sometimes. Sometimes you use me, and I do too. Sometimes it's bitter. I could probably label our salted caramel to make this reality seem a little bit less bitter. Like the gap between the earth and the stars, close enough to see, yet so far to touch. That's the sweetest way I can probably put it. With hopes that you can taste all the words I am about to say, with love for where we find ourselves today. The reason why I can never really get mad at you, the reason why I've come to understand this to be the friendship we've brewed, maybe it was my fault for being so distant from you. My distant years molded distance as the safety net to all the love I could give. My girls were such opposites to me. They were aligned by ribs from different mothers. I felt like the spleen at times. A big group always clicks in groups of their own, and so I had mine. Oftentimes numbered by just me, and I loved it. There was no drama in the horizon for me, no one to scold me but me, and trust me, I did a great job alone. And so then, there were times love was just stronger than the evident differences we had. Respect is all that I can name it as. I loved them enough to respect me, and they did the same. I grew up being the only girl among boy cousins. And sometimes I wonder if that's why my connection to sisters always felt lukewarm. At times it felt like the other half of my heart dehydrated. Didn't necessarily leave, but found solace in temporary moments of friendship brought to life by false hopes that I just couldn't maintain. Like how I can bond with you and make a few days feel longer than they are. Or like how I can have a burst of desire to know how you are away from you and then fall into the pits of silence when near you. It took me a while to figure out why it all got like this. Why I couldn't relate wholeheartedly to the moments we've lived, or why I wouldn't be merged to the girls' group chats, or why I only heard from people when they needed me most. I set this up in a way. Fearful my hands wouldn't be able to hold on to the turbulences of life, I gave in to hopes of solitude. It's interesting how it molds you at such a young age. It molds distance. Distance forms friendships, like how I did for everything else in the name of peace. To understand myself alone was enough of a chore. I guess my body wanted to protect myself from something. And I never stopped loving my friends, because they grew up too and never left me behind. I could silence the seas with my silence, but they would always call me to the surface. Surface my life stories into fulfilling gaps of unsureness, bond right back together. Sometimes it still only fills the surface. It's hard being wholehearted with people who can change your life for the better, even when they challenge what that even looks like. And as I've gotten older, I found grace for myself and gave it all back to them. To understand that my distance only came earlier in the game called of life. Today, it's all still the same, but so much easier in a way. I love my friends, I really do. And sometimes I use them, and they do too. Salted caramel is what came of us, and among the stars, that's where you can really find us. Thank you, Tifany Marsah.